Like, fuck the intro. Let's just start it, man. It's been too long.
It's already started.
I just started it to hear you say that, so go.
Welcome to the Asscast.
All right, well,
Yeah.
that was okay. Well, we're gonna talk about Battlefield Earth
Yeah.
because we just watched it.
8 months after we said we were.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true, isn't it? We did. How long has it been?
It's been about 8 months. No.
Well, we.
Around there.
It had to have been 2019 when we did the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's been a while,
It's been a
man.
long time.
Been
Because I got my rec, and then we didn't want to do the Ashcast, and then
Yeah,
uh,
and then
the
Corona.
Black Plague came around. So we
Oh
had to
shit! We're not supposed to say that word. YouTube will demonetize
Black?
us. No, Corona. Corona.
Yeah.
I was about to freak out.
December 30th, 2019.
Woo, baby!
Dinosaurs don't exist was posted.
Dinosaurs don't exist. We didn't
Yeah.
actually talk about that topic because I didn't write anything down. But
Did
still,
you actually name it that?
yeah,
Yeah, cause that's what we.
that's what we opened with for
talked
like
about-
10 minutes, and
Yeah.
We
then
talked about it for like
then
30 seconds.
we were like,
We
okay.
started talking about the
I don't know. I thought
KKK.
that was a kind of clickbaity title. You know, I was going for it.
Yeah.
Clickbaitier than
It's all about the clicks, man.
clickbaitier than the KKK.
Debatable.
It's not
Well,
that-
I figured we should start
yeah. let's
it
see.
off with
Let's
a
figure it
No,
out.
I was gonna ask you guys play any games recently? Anything cool?
No, because video games have been fucking dead. For
Right. What
a
about you,
while.
Nolan? I mean,
I,
we've been playing Squadrons. You
Playing
know?
Squadrons,
Mhm.
it's pretty fun.
It's a good game.
I bought Escape from Tarkov, which is pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of game is that?
What?
Like,
Have you-
I've literally never seen it.
You've never seen it?
I know it has guns in it. That's about
It's got guns, heavy customization,
Ooh.
and the premise of the game, the gimmick of it,
the gimmick.
is you go into, say, one of the maps with nothing. Like, say, you'll go into the map called, like, the factory, right, with
Tarkov.
nothing, right? And you go around collecting shit, and there's AIs that are there, and there's real people.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever stuff you collect, you can take out with you and put it in your stash, and you can go back in with that stuff. And it's like a super realistic Milsim type thing as well.
Is it like you were saying, like a hyper realistic, but like battle royale?
It's hyper realistic. I wouldn't necessarily call it. It's similar to Battle Royale, except
It's
that there's
somewhere
no winner.
halfway between like Daisy and.
It's not a survival game.
I mean,
It's-
like in the aspect that it's a lot slower paced.
it can
more
be
focused
slower
on
paced.
Oh, Jesus,
finding
excuse
stuff.
me.
Finding stuff, and once you finally
kidding?
amass,
Are you kidding me right
yeah,
now?
God,
Oh God!
But once you
Okay.
get
Sorry.
God, once you get a kit together, you can go into the fast-paced gunplay and all that
Okay.
stuff. It's really fun. I
Sounds
like it a lot.
interesting.
It's scary as hell though. Every time I
Scary?
play it, I about shit my pants because it's so tense.
Oh yeah.
Like
so
your
you're
character's
just like-
heart rate will go up, and your character's going, and it makes you just your asshole clench.
He's like coming like. Like his heart rate goes up.
It's really fun. I need people to play it with though, because playing it by yourself is just
Yeah.
a
but,
nightmare.
I mean, if like I have a laptop that I play my games on computer, so I'm
You
not
need a
getting-
decent computer to do it.
Yeah. I'm kind of staying away from FPS games because if I get pissed like playing Xbox where the frames are a solid 30, 40, I'm going to get pissed when they drop to 25. and, like,
You will be
20. Yes.
Ugh.
That's why I'm staying away from them until I'm not broke.
So you guys watch anything other than
Battlefield. Earth?
Battlefield?
No,
That
but
we-
let's get it out of the way right now.
Let's
That
jump right
movie-
in.
That movie was
Terrible.
terrible.
I'd
It's
say.
probably the worst movie I've ever seen.
I can't
Well-
say it's the worst movie I've
Well,
ever seen because I watched 2012.
I think I'd rather watch 20.
I'd rather watch
than
that.
12.
Really?
Yeah,
I would rather watch Battlefield Earth than 2012. That movie was shit.
Maybe we should rewatch 2012 for
Yeah,
That
an
movie was
episode,
not
huh?
good. And you can't
See, I saw the
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed movie, and that
Oh, I didn't see
movie
that.
isn't necessarily bad, but it's just a letdown,
I wanted
which
to
makes
see
it worse. We don't.
Doesn't he do like? It's like, isn't that just a movie for that dude to just flex that he can do parkour and shit? Isn't that basically
See, but he
all that
doesn't even
movie
like
is?
do it till the end, and the way they do the animus in that movie is like
It's a machine.
Well, yeah, it's like a machine that hooks up to your back and holds you in the air, and then you do the moves while you're like in the simulation, and then your body like muscle memory learns them. That's that movie. It's pretty bad. It's also one of the only movies I've seen where like when
so
he's
the
in.
Animus isn't even about history.
Well, he still goes back in time,
Oh.
and he witnesses like his ancestors in Spain. But that was what I was saying. It's like the only movie I've seen where it's about like a civilization or something, like the Spanish people, but they speak Spanish and they don't speak English, and it's just weird because like half the movie is that, and so you're
Yeah.
just reading subtitles for half the movie.
So half the movie is you reading subtitles.
Yeah, and it's an
That's
American
solid.
movie. It's not like it was. If it was made in Spain, I'd be like,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like whatever.
awesome, right?
We
But it's
speak
an
the
American
language.
movie, so it's like, come
That's-
on.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to watch. Isn't it? What is it on? Is it on?
I
anything?
hope
Probably
it's
on Amazon.
I hope it's
Probably.
on nothing.
That's some dumb shit.
That can be an
Amazon.
episode. I like Assassin's Creed. We could do
That's
that
some
one.
stupid shit.
But,
Amazon pick up.
What'd you guys rate Battlefield Earth?
I'm gonna be honest. Even though the premise of it was retarded as fuck, but like, it was entertaining. But I feel like it's just because we were all watching it
Yeah.
at the same time, so
Yeah.
we could just make fun of it. But if I were to watch that movie by myself, I probably could just laugh at it.
I don't think I could.
I
Really.
would-
I would have turned it off.
I'd fall asleep.
I would have turned it off.
I would either. Well, one, I can't really watch movies. I just bumped it.
That's fine.
I don't really watch movies by myself, anyways, unless I'm
Mhm.
with my family or
Yeah,
I'm hanging
like, I
out with like
can't.
the boys or something. But I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10.
Nick.
Or I gotta give it a solid like
I gotta give it
I'm
a
a
2.
2. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, should we have said our names at the beginning?
No, we don't need
No.
to.
No, you don't
Watch
think
the-
so? Okay.
It's whatever. They'll come up with it. They'll come
Alright.
up with our names.
That's
Yeah,
it'll,
our 3
it'll,
listeners.
we'll
Yeah.
assimilate it
come
eventually.
up
Maybe we'll bump up to the double digits because we were using a
Yeah.
slightly better mic.
Hey, we
thing.
made
Yeah.
25 cents off the last 2
Hey.
episodes.
Jeez.
So,
25 cents every 8 months.
to be fair, we made it
Yes.
off of 2 episodes, and we only did 2 episodes.
Yeah, we only did.
and we
2
were supposed to do
episodes,
it weekly,
And the
so
mic quality was like talking through a phone.
ass, yeah.
So yeah, I feel like the quality could have been better.
Oh,
I feel
absolutely.
Like we
Oh,
could have
100%.
been-
We could barely hear you for like one of the episodes. I
Yeah,
think.
until
The
I
first
asked
one,
for
I
a phone
think.
charger because it was at 1%.
Yeah, you heard
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You heard. Can I ask for
I have a phone
phone
charger?
I listened to it in the parking lot of Hardee's.
It's
on my
pretty
lunch
bad,
break,
man.
And I was laughing the whole time because I was like, "This is so bad."
It's so bad. 'cause
Hey,
we
it's
were
our
spread
first-
out too.
Oh, well, yeah, because
I was
yeah.
laying down on the bed for most of it, but like, hey,
yeah,
man,
I was in the chair, and
we're
then
getting
Nolan was in
into
another
it.
chair.
We're getting into
Yeah,
it.
it's
We're
our
gonna get
start.
somewhere.
Yeah, I actually upload on YouTube now, anyways. So,
Really?
Yeah,
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, occasionally.
Did you put these on YouTube or?
I didn't put the Asscast on YouTube, but I was going to, and then everybody was like, "Bro, it's funny, but it sounds like ass." So I was like,
Yeah, if this
Into
one's-
the
if this
trash.
one sounds
Yeah.
good, we'll post it. We'll put this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the quality's pretty good. Yeah.
If the quality's good, but
I'll still put it on
Xander
Anchor,
said
though.
the quality was good on the last one, and then
no.
That's some
I
cap.
say
that was some bull.
we did do a test recording before, and it sounded fine.
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
we didn't listen to it.
We didn't really- we
you said
listened-
one word. We listened to it. We're like,
Yeah,
good,
we were
let's
like,
go.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
It sounded fine. We were like, okay.
So jumped into it. It gets better with time.
So what were we talking about that movie? We have any talking
We have
points
to-
about it?
We
Do
have
we
to
want
start
to?
somewhere.
Yeah, we need to. We were avoiding the topic at hand.
So they do a bad job at explaining a lot of stuff in
I
that
have
movie.
no
and
idea
when they
what was
do
happening.
when they do explain something, they throw it at you in
Oh, yeah.
like the most blatantly obvious way.
Exposition drops, yeah, where it's like
They just
yeah.
They don't. It's not even exposition drops. It's just whole scenes that are only meant to show you
fair.
like. It's not even like, oh, he says it while doing something else important. Like he literally will just like. It
just out of
happens.
nowhere, yeah.
It just happens.
Like with his wife at the beginning or
Like-
his girlfriend. Are they dating? I know they're dating.
Like him
but,
talking
like,
about them invading Earth. That was literally only to show that the whoever the hell were way more powerful.
Cyclos.
Than, yeah, Cyclos.
Yeah.
That was only to show that they were more powerful than the humans. And that scene was like 4 minutes long. And they only went there he only went there to tell him that.
Let's mention he only read the Declaration. of
Yeah, he
Independence.
did
And he read
read
it
the
backwards, so-
Declaration.
And he read it backwards.
He read it backwards, so it doesn't matter.
Let's say
Also-
he didn't just read the first page
But,
and
like,
then go to the cover.
How much?
Life, liberty, and
How much did
happiness,
they
boys.
spend?
That's all
like,
you needed
how
to
much did they
read.
spend on
You
this
got
movie? Like
$73 million.
But they only made like 24 million.
29 million.
I feel like you could have saved $1 million by not having that scene in the movie, and you could have.
Probably.
They didn't make 29 million. They
Well-
made back.
Well, yeah,
didn't-
they,
they
they,
lost.
they,
They didn't go
lost.
positive.
Well, no,
they
but I mean,
lost.
like,
They lost whatever
I mean,
was
they
in
could have took $1
between.
million off of the 73 million that they spent on making the movie.
Oh,
That would
well,
really
we
take
should
out that whole
state
scene.
the movie's budget was actually only 40 million because the company that made it took the other 30 million.
Oh
so
yeah. So the reason why it was 73 million is so L. Ron Hubbard could
could have some fucking bathtub money or something. Like, I mean,
get that walk-in bathtub.
yeah,
Walk-in bathtub.
they don't pay taxes. Scientologists,
What?
the Church of Scientology doesn't pay taxes.
I know there's someone on the cast of The Walking Dead that's a Scientologist.
Ooh.
I don't remember, but
Well, John Travolta.
it's a chick, but I don't remember who it is.
John Travolta was real bad in this movie. He was not good as
Yeah.
Yeah.
rat brain.
He had the
That's-
same attitude throughout the whole movie, even when he was being betrayed. Even when he was being
Yeah.
betrayed, he was laughing the whole time, and
He's
it
too
didn't
happy.
really make any sense.
He's
It's
way,
too-
well, it's like they get their arms shut
supposed to
off
be
and they
the,
just look
like-
at it and they're like,
He was supposed to give like off the confident,
yeah,
villain
like,
thing, but it just came off as weird because
It's like he was too excited to be in his own movie. He was
Yeah.
just
oh
like,
yeah,
He just
I
got
mean,
told
just
that he was spending
Scientologist
the-
movie.
He just got told
yeah,
he was
like,
spending the rest of his life on a planet they hate, and he was like, hee hee, oh, like the whole time.
also, so when do you guys think the book was written? I think I
60s.
told you, Nick. I might have said it. I might have
Yeah,
said
you already
earlier,
told me, so
but-
I'm not gonna answer.
Is it
No,
the
it's-
Okay, you think it was the 60s? Okay, because the reason I ask is because this movie was cliche as fuck, dude. And I thought the whole time watching, I was like, "Oh, the book was made in the 50s and the 60s, so it wasn't
It,
cliche
like,
then."
started.
This book was made in 81.
So after
What?
After
had
Star
been
Wars, I
released.
think after Star Wars Empire is after Empire, I
Really?
believe as well. It's the same year as Empire. I don't know when Empire came out, but like, yeah, after Star Wars, this book came out, and oh god, it's so cliche.
So
Just it's
even
so
though, like,
cliche.
does the book have the same cliches,
See, that's
or did they just take
It's gotta
creative
be.
liberties with this movie?
They
Well-
probably did. Isn't it like what you said, like 1,000-page long book or something?
yeah. Here I can find 1,050. Publication date 82.
Jesus.
So I've got the synopsis of the book here. I want you two to like stall for me while I read it and see if it's any different. I should mention the movie also cut out all of the religious aspects of the book. Apparently,
Like we're
the Scientology aspects. So,
were the humans supposed to be
Scientologists.
Scientology.
Yeah,
were the
maybe.
Cyclones supposed to be like Christians or some shit?
Probably.
Probably.
Knowing Hubbard.
Or like
But alright, you
Satanists or
guys
something.
stall while I read this to see if there's anything
Well,
different.
So
Nolan, what bothered you about what bothered you the most about this movie? Like looking at it
Okay.
from a legit
a
like
legit
review
standpoint,
Yeah, don't like shit on it because it's Battlefield Earth.
there was. Oh Jesus Christ! So when I noticed, of course, one thing that made me uncomfortable was how the aliens looked.
Yeah, they look.
Their hairlines. John Travolta's character had a bald spot in the middle of his head. That was an oval.
Yeah,
You can only see it when he was looking down and the light was shining.
yeah. So he had a bald spot, and then he had the big
hair in front of
big
him.
ass forehead.
Yeah, it's just
So-
everything. It's just, and then some things just didn't make any sense. How
Add
like
up, yeah. I think like with
I've
what
already
you
got
just,
some more
with
information.
what you
boys.
just said. Well, I think you should wait.
Yeah,
so it
I'm
goes out
sorry.
All at once, so we don't have to keep.
well,
stalling.
there's a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, just get a couple things.
Okay.
But, like, I think what bothered me the most is that somehow the people, like, because they had that, like, knowledge machine where it projects it directly into your brain, which was stupid as hell. But it doesn't matter because it's sci-fi. I don't know how they managed to figure out where, not, like, even 3 days ago, they didn't know how to shoot a gun, and then now they know how to arm nuclear bombs and
fly
teleport.
jets.
They know
Oh,
how to
real
teleport.
quick. 7 days was the time limit they had. To
7
learn.
days.
They had 7
days.
days to learn how to shoot guns explode things, and fly
They had
jets.
7 days to go from I don't know how to shoot a gun to let's arm nuclear bombs and teleport them to their
Yeah.
home planet.
Also, before I get into this first part,
Yeah.
but I think I forgot about it. We talked about this the whole time through the movie. But whenever the humans were with each other, they
Yeah.
acted like we would now
Yeah.
as a human. But when they were with the
They were like
Cyclos, they were
monkeys.
like monkey people for
Like-
some reason.
Like pulling up. Like, you've seen the
Like, yeah.
You've seen the meme where the monkey is like hitting the bar and then he jumps on it and like freaks out and pulls it. They were acting
yeah.
like that. It doesn't make any sense.
And they were hunched over like a monkey would be.
yeah, they were
it
like
just doesn't make
hunched
any
over
sense.
and why didn't you just act like stand upright?
Okay.
Do something normal. Like
Yeah. By the way, found the main character's name.
what is it?
Johnny Goodboy Tyler.
So everyone in this movie was named like Ugg and Oog, and then it was Johnny Goodboy Tyler.
And I think they say his name like once at the end of the movie, right? That's when I heard it. I heard it once at the
I
end of the
didn't even
movie.
hear
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it at all.
Okay, but so this explains a little. So it's the year 3000. Earth has been ruled by the Cyclos for a millennium.
So
So
1,000 years.
1,000 years. They've
Yeah.
been ruled since the year 2000.
Right, which is when the movie came out.
Oh wow.
future.
Well,
They were wrong.
So the
about future.
Cyclos discovered a deep space probe with directions and pictures mounted on it, and the precious material gold that led them straight to Earth. So that's why they want gold in the movie, because I don't think they explain that.
That's a real. Yeah, they don't say that at all.
They're
but,
just like, we want gold.
That's a
'cause
real
gold's
thing
cool.
though. Didn't NASA actually
Yes.
launch a satellite with like a disc of like a bunch of Earth shit on it and
Yeah.
pictures?
So then it says, humanity's endangered. Only 3,500 people are left, or 35,000, sorry. And there's a few tribes isolated in parts of the world. While the Cyclos strip the planet of its mineral wealth, it's fucking Johnny Goodboy out here vibing. And he lives in the Rocky Mountains, which they did say they were in Denver, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And he's depressed by the recent death of his father, which I think was about 2 seconds
Yeah,
worth
it
of
was
the
2
movie.
seconds of him picking up
Yeah,
some medicine he found and throwing it and screaming.
Yeah, he screamed and then
He
it
screamed,
cut, and it
threw
was
away
like,
the
okay.
resources he had just gathered, and then they cut, and then the plot starts. So
yeah, and then he met Mug and Bug, and then
actually,
yeah.
literally, the first thing that happens in the movie is they tell him his dad's dead.
Yeah, and then he
So,
never talks
I guess
about
that's the
it.
depressing.
To be fair, we didn't really pay attention to the dialogue all that well.
I tried
but
as hard
we
as
tried.
I tried as hard as I could. To pay attention to the dialogue.
So, because of the death of his father, Johnny decides to just dip. And you find out he dips because just the old people and everybody in his tribe is being, like, just killed because of radiation leakage from decaying nuclear landmines in the Rocky Mountains.
Nuclear landmines.
Yeah. It's the year 2000, Nick. Of course they have nuclear landmines, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm forgetting that he wrote the story in
The 80s, yeah.
thinking that would be the future. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what's wrong.
and
with
he leaves his village to explore the lowlands and to disprove the superstitions long held by his people of monsters in those areas. And he's quickly captured by Terrell, the Cyclo chief of planetary security. So we did see that
Is
in the
it Terrell
movie.
or Turtle?
It might be
it's spelled Turl.
it might be Turl, but also
That's
I
an
don't
alien.
remember if they
That's
called
an
him
alien.
Terrell or Turl in the movie.
I don't think they ever say it. They say
I
like
think he said his name. He was like, "I'm
something.
Terrell, chief of security.
Turl.
Cyclos stand up to 9 feet tall,
Yeah, they were
pretty
big as hell.
and
big
they weigh
boys.
1,000 pounds.
What?
Yeah, that's a bit
That's
of
some cap.
They originate from Cyclo, a planet with an atmosphere radically different from Earth, located in a different universe
I like how they don't say what it is.
in a different universe.
with a different set of elements. Their breath gas explodes on contact with even trace amounts of radioactive material
Even
such as
trace
uranium. Yeah, even trace amounts, that shit explodes.
So one thing I noticed is that those breath things are hooked up to their brain. It's like little.
Yeah, and they had them in their heads. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
little pins
Were
on
they
their head,
pumping it out of their head?
I guess.
Okay. I'm thinking too much into
Cyclos have been the dominant species across multiple universes for at least 100,000 years.
multiple universes.
I don't
Wow.
think
That's
they knew what the word universe meant in 82.
universes.
Universes is literally the entire
all of known space.
Yeah.
Everything
all of
we know
known
right
space.
now. That is a
Yeah.
universe.
Maybe multiple galaxies.
Yeah.
Well, no, they say in the movie we've conquered galaxies. So like
I think they changed it.
they
for the
changed it,
movie,
yeah.
but-
So at least they realized that
Um,
was retarded.
Cyclos were originally non-violent miners, but were subjugated by a ruling class called Catris to become malicious, sadistic sociopaths.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah,
What do you?
I'm looking for more because
No, I mean like I'm just trying to process it, but like that was such a basic thing, but it was just so dumb that it went into my brain and like leaked out everywhere. So I did not retain that at all.
John Travolta. I'm not even saying his name anymore.
Gian.
John Travolta.
Gian.
He was assigned to Earth, and his term has been arbitrarily extended by Numph.
That was his name.
His name was Numph.
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 Oh,
Numph.
wait. So the
Your term has been extended permanently, or whatever. Yeah,
Excellency or whatever.
nump.
That's
He
all they
looks
call
like a
him.
nump.
that was the one scene I liked because it just
Mahoney.
kind of zoomed in on John Travolta and shook, and you just heard the line like 3 times for some reason. It was like, your
Yeah.
term has been extended indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
You will stay here for 50 more
Oh yeah, the
cycles.
How long is this?
More semi-cycles. Like what? I don't.
It was
They
like
didn't. They say
it
some
was
quarter
quarter
cycle.
cycles.
Quarter
Yeah.
cycle.
How long is a quarter cycle? Is that like a cycle
doesn't
of the
say.
Earth around the? Like, is
I
that
don't know.
like? Is that like? Seasonal cycle, like the cycle of the seasons. So that means he has to go
So,
50 more seasons.
I don't know. Fearful of spending more years on Earth, Terrell, keep saying it, decides to make himself a millionaire to escape by secretly mining a load of gold in the Rocky
So-
Mountains.
Quick question. Oh, okay. In the movie, he was gonna mine it so he could.
Leave.
How would he leave?
I don't know.
He's just gonna leave? They'll
I
know.
suppose.
Was he just going to use
I
it
thought-
as spending cash or something?
Yeah,
I thought the idea was to get it for himself so he could present. Because he said it.
That's
at
what he
one
said in
point,
the movie. He was
is
going
to present it to the council. or
Bruhs
whatever
and be
the
like,
hell.
look, you've got to let me
And
leave.
They
But,
would let him leave.
I
I mean, if you think about it, it's smart because they're so greedy. They would have probably switched
yeah.
positions with somebody else that would want the money.
But, so he gets Johnny to do the mining because the Rocky Mountains have radiation in them,
You
which
know,
they did
skipping
talk
a whole
about.
hour
that.
of the movie.
Yeah, that's
That's
Yeah, I
literally
know.
like a jump between
on.
the first 30 minutes and like
the
last half.
Terrell forces Johnny to submit to a learning machine programmed by a serval race exterminated for going on strike. It quickly teaches him numerous subjects, including the Cyclo language, by implanting the information directly into his brain.
Oh yeah, the hologram of that alien that freaked me out.
Oh,
And then
so
the
I
jellyfish
couldn't-
that came down with it, right?
What was
Like,
the jellyfish
I don't-
about? It,
He
like,
dropped the machine. The
why didn't you just wheel it in?
I don't know.
Seems so, but like I could not stop looking at the alien, but it freaked me out.
You know what he said? I just saw his like head.
I saw his eyes, and that bothered me the most.
Johnny befriends a cyclo midget named Kerr, who is only 7 feet tall but still possesses the impressive strength of the
that
Cyclos.
the-
That is Forrest Whitaker, yeah. Is the black
He
one.
did not look
The African-
small.
No,
He
I
looked
don't
the
think
same
they
size
were
as
really.
all of them.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
actually no, he was bigger.
He looked big.
He
He
was-
was broader. I know that.
No, he was taller. He was taller than
Yeah.
all of them.
I think Forrest Whitaker's just tall, but
Yeah, so it's not
looking
really
for
fair.
leverage against Johnny, John Travolta captures Johnny's childhood love, Chrissy, and her sister Patty, who went searching for Johnny and holds them hostage to
So
ensure his
they only
cooperation.
They only had one.
Yeah.
Okay, we skipped that one.
Thereafter, Johnny is free to move around the mining area, and they travel to Scotland, where Johnny recruits 83 Scottish people, including several deliberately selected body doubles for Johnny, and older women to perform cooking and clothes mending, a doctor, a teacher, and a historian to help with the mining. Of course, the girl is the cooker and the clothes
nice
maker.
job.
Nice
Nice
job. Good job,
Hubbard.
Hubbard.
Yeah.
Hubbard, yeah, that's attaboy.
Nice job.
Um,
Things are different nowadays.
Not in Scientology.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, that's all the same,
Scientology
dude.
is different, man.
They abide by a different code.
While Johnny and his Scottish allies mine the gold, deposit. They also
Scottish.
secretly, they went to Scotland and got Scottish people.
That's a stretch of what happened. They
Oh,
had,
so
like,
that's why they were screaming
Yeah.
to command?
They also secretly explore the ruins of humanity to look for uranium that can be weaponized for their use against the Cyclo oppressors.
Okay. What? They were looking for... Were they looking for a nuke, or were they looking
Just
for
uranium.
raw
Because
uranium?
any uranium will do the trick. So I guess
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
'cause it's
just going for
radiation.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Well,
I'm stupid.
Meanwhile, Turl has finally gained leverage on Nymph after discovering he has been stealing company funds. Turl blackmails him and is now able to do whatever he wants, effectively negating Nymph's power over him.
Well,
What's that noise?
sounds like someone walking.
it's just someone walking, Xander. You realize there are more people.
No, I meant over there. It's like a fan.
Oh, it's the bathroom fan.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's because someone took a fast shit.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
He who
That's
shan't,
gonna-
he who shan't be named.
It needs some cool down time.
Okay, there's some stuff about going to Cyclo and digging up coffins and selling them. I'm skipping it. It wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't in the movie.
During the
so-
semi-annual teleportation of personal goods and coffins, the Cyclo, Johnny and his allies co-opt Terrell's plan by packing the coffins with dirty nukes and planet busters, and replacing the gold coffin lids with the original lead lids.
Oh, yes, the good old planet.
After
busters.
the last teleportation, the humans used the Cyclo's own weapons against them and gained control of the planet. With humans in control of Earth, Johnny works to discover the secret of cyclomathematics and teleportation. Oh, speaking of mathematics,
That
you guys
was what the
remember that
mathematics were?
scene?
That was what the mathematics was about?
I guess.
He literally only said...
This
like,
is a
someone-
square.
So,
Triangle.
yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
this is a square, like a cell. And this is how equilateral triangles work.
Well, yeah,
Water!
he
And
was like,
someone in the cell said that this won't help, and then
he was like,
yes,
yes,
it will.
yes, it will.
And then they
Well,
do not bring it up.
he had some rock, and he was like, "This is a triangle, and all sides must be equal here." And then it's a triangle, and it's just
But
like,
they
what? I
Do
don't-
not talk about it. I'm getting a phone call right now.
Screw that phone, bro. Chuck that.
Hold on. I'm gonna go.
All right, get out of here. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
All right.
All right, what else happens in this? Nolan, stall for me.
What else happens? Their nasty ass teeth. Each one of the Cyclos had their own, like, awful dental work. Like, one had triangles for teeth that were, like, rotted and yellow, and then another one would just have, it looked like little bricks in his mouth. And it's disgusting. It's,
Nick just hit the wall.
he just hit his head. What a ding dong. But this movie, 2 out of 10, honestly. It's so bad.
Okay, so you hit your head, bro.
I forgot it's the attic, so the walls are slanted, and I
Okay,
hit my head so fucking hard.
so after the mathematics stuff, unsure of whether the bomb sent to Cyclo detonated, Johnny opposes a longtime rival from his own clan, Brown Limper Staffer, who is seeking to wrest control of Earth for himself. Unwittingly used by Terrell to advance his own plans, Brown Limper nearly succeeds after gaining assistance from a group of malevolent mercenaries from southern Africa called the Brigands.
Oh, I thought
Is this what the sequel was going to be about?
I thought no. They completely deleted this from the movie, and
Yeah.
they turned that one dude who sacrificed himself from an enemy to his best friend, and he was like, "Sacrifice yourself and nuke a planet," and he was like, "Okay,"
It is
and then he did it.
It is discovered that all Cyclos have a deep brain stimulation device implanted in their brains to make them controllable, meant to make work pleasant for them. The device promotes extreme sadism in the males, causing them to attack any non-Cyclo who shows interest in cyclomathematics and teleportation.
Huh? That's weird.
If the Cyclos are unsuccessful in killing their
Wait, what?
intended victim, the device compels them to commit suicide. Removal of this device cures the handful of remaining Cyclos on Earth.
So did the Cyclos were they just like, okay,
Drone.
take it out?
Yeah.
So wait,
It doesn't
the
say. It literally
humans
just doesn't.
removed it. Like,
I guess it doesn't say. It's just like they're gone now.
oh, okay.
With the Earth being threatened by other alien races looking for
What?
gold because they had suffered under the harsh rule of the Cyclos, Johnny opposes a race of intergalactic bankers seeking to repossess the Earth for unpaid debts. The security of and independence of humanity once again threatened. Johnny discovers that the dirty nukes sent with the intent of destroying the capital city Instead, started a chain reaction which reached into the planet's core due to over-mining, causing the planet to explode and transform into a star. Johnny also discovers that the other Cyclo facilities scattered about the multiple universes were destroyed by their own reliance on teleportation, as they performed their scheduled teleportation shipments and instead brought back radioactive solar matter. This holocaust killed every single Cyclo in the multiple universes except for the handful remaining on Earth. Once Johnny finds out that all female Cyclos who leave the homeworld are sterilized to prevent off-world births, he realizes that the Cyclos on Earth will not be able to reproduce and that eventually the Cyclo race will become extinct. That's not true. They can just have, theoretically speaking, the males...
Genetics.
Well, the males can just have kids with the humans.
Well, then
theoretically speaking.
They wouldn't be pure...
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't
eventually
be pure, but...
the Cyclo is going to get bred out, over time, so...
Johnny discovers a way to prevent the repossession of Earth via contracts Terrell had signed with Brown Limper Stafford. The Cyclo had thought it would be amusing to make Stafford believe he was the legal owner of Earth as well as all Cyclo possessions across multiple universes by signing a contract that stated as much. Terrell had no way he was knowing he was about to die along with his entire race with the destruction of his homeworld. Dude, what is happening, man? Terrell was the highest-ranking member of the Intergalactic Mining Company left after it blew up, and his signature on Stafford's contract became legal, which meant that Johnny, as the recognized leader of Earth, and with the death of Brown Limper, now owned what was left of the entire Cyclo Empire. Using these contracts, the Earth Planetary Bank pays off all debts to the intergalactic bankers. Johnny, however, is still perplexed by Cyclo mathematics, and with the help of an H-Cyclo, he learns about Cyclos using a cipher system as well as dummy equations to make their mathematics unsolvable. At the same time, he also discovers how the Cyclos projected their technology, or teleportation technology, in their local equipment and recorded the circuits for future use.
Huh.
Using the existing teleportation console, Johnny is able to bring back breathe gas from a planet in the Cyclo star system that was never officially recorded. With the cyclomath and circuits, Earth begins to manufacture teleportation equipment sold to numerous planetary systems via the intergalactic bankers. At the same time, Johnny uses Earth's newly acquired wealth to buy impenetrable force fields and automated orbiting defense platforms to protect the Earth from future threats. With the Earth secure and human population growing and learning about its true history, Johnny gives ownership of Earth back to its people. A few years later, Johnny and Chrissy are married and have a son and a daughter. With human civilization being rebuilt and thriving, Johnny and Chrissy take their children and leave for an isolated part of the world to train them in the old ways of survival and to live out the rest of their lives in peace. But after a year, their friends find them and implore them to return to civilization, which Johnny reluctantly agrees to. Years later, frustrated with unending fame and life away from nature, a middle-aged Johnny takes some supplies and quietly slips away, never to be seen again. And he becomes a figure of legend.
And that's the book?
That's the book. That's the book.
Huh.
None of that happened in the movie.
So, honestly, that's way better.
Well...
I swear to God, if you say that's not better
no, it's definitely better.
It's definitely better.
That's way better than the movie. Why didn't they just make the movie like that?
It seems like
they ran out of money.
Well, it seems like this movie needs to be made to be 2 movies, or it needed to be like a TV show with like 3 seasons or something, because...
Didn't you say they were making a TV show?
They are making a TV. Amazon is making...
Do you think it's going to be...
They're making a World War...
The Battlefield Earth TV show, yeah.
They're making a Fallout TV show.
Amazon's also making...
That's going to be ass, and I know it. But...
Well, they're also making a Battlefield Earth TV
beside
show.
the point. That's beside the point. Yeah.
Which we're all going to have to get together and watch that.
We're going to have to do the same thing with that, too.
God damn it.
Nah.
What did you expect, man? We got to finish it.
We got to come full circle, man.
We got to watch how a caveman became like a fucking galactic
yeah, he's like...
Shit.
He became Viceroy Gunray all of a sudden. He knows like the trading banks. And
if they change a few things, get rid of the stupid cliches, and
the book didn't seem very cliche from reading it.
And set it up in like a series, like a TV show kind of method.
Yeah,
I think it could be pretty good.
It could be pretty good.
It could be interesting.
Also, make the Cyclos look cool.
Don't call them Cyclos.
Well, they have to call them Cyclos.
Cyclos, I don't mind. It's just that they look fucking stupid.
They just look like Klingons.
I'm gonna see what they're supposed to look like in the book.
They look like Klingons with long heads.
Yeah.
Make their gun look cool too, because their
Make
gun
their
is
gun
the
look cool and
dumbest
make
looking.
them have something other than a pistol because I feel like that's really ineffective.
Especially a pistol that's like so
Especially
easy
the pistol
to learn.
that doesn't. Yeah, well, I
Well, they
mean,
gotta hold it like this.
Yeah, they were holding it like by the barrel
Bro,
or something.
they look like this. We saw this earlier, but hold on, Nolan.
That's like fine, I guess.
This is
for
cool
the 80s.
looking,
They just
man.
look like owls and
Oh, that's what they are.
This is so
Yeah.
much better than
that's
that
better
movie,
than what we
man.
got.
Their breathing device makes more
Granted,
sense.
I feel like, I
Yeah.
feel like it does, but with that, I feel like you wouldn't have known it was John Travolta other than like maybe a voice.
Yeah.
So, well, then again, you could have just made that, but like without just with a face, a human face.
Yeah.
That'd have
like,
been horrifying. Never mind.
That would have been disgusting.
That'd have been terrifying. But I feel like setting it up in a series, like I said, would be fine.
It could,
I feel
yeah.
like it could be pretty good.
I still don't understand what this whole thing about, like...
People for some reason like political intrigue in TV shows.
Oh, yeah,
for some
political
ungodly,
intrigue.
on some reason. So
I don't get the...
it'd have been
I
interesting.
feel like, though... Yeah, I think it works as a TV show, because, like, the second half of the book has nothing to do with the first half of the book at all, and it's
Yeah,
just, like...
it just like that thing happens.
intergalactic trade now, and it's like, where did this come from? It's like the Phantom Menace. It's like, why are we talking
Yeah.
about politics, man?
Well, I mean, I feel like
Did George Lucas read
I feel
Battlefield
like-
Earth and was like, yo?
I feel like that in Star Wars was only because like there like just show that there was a civilization before because like
Yeah.
the vibe I get when I'm watching the OT is I feel like there's no civilization at all.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
Shooting
just-
that rubber band.
I just had to
for
get the
no
rubber band out of here.
But like the vibe I get from the OT is like it feels like a wasteland with the Empire just living in it.
Yeah.
Facts.
There's no explanation
So-
in the OT.
Yeah, there's no explanation at why it feels so empty, other
Mhm.
than the fact that the rebels are hiding on planets nobody fucking goes
Okay,
to.
yeah, the Outer Rim, but whatever.
Yeah, but still, like you get my point. So,
Yeah.
I feel like they only made
Political
George Lucas only
intrigue.
made the OT like that to kind of counterbalance that to make it seem like there was something,
Right.
but Palpatine
Ruined it. Yeah.
like pulled a left, and you know.
Yeah.
I advise against putting your phone there because it's going to go off and you're
Ah.
going to hear it.
All right. Fine. But bad movie. I think that's anything else we
Overall.
want to say
Overall,
about it. I
What we can take
horrible.
away from this is that
So-
Battlefield Earth is a shitty movie.
should have watched
But hey,
Velocipaster.
at least the Cyclo women have like 4-foot tongues.
What were the? Oh, did we even mention that? Their tongues are so long.
That was such a stupid scene.
What
I
other
hated it.
movies did we see trying to find Battlefield Earth?
Mongolian
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster, yeah.
The Blob.
Oh, The Blob. There was a sequel movie we saw. Oh, what was it? It was like, War of the Worlds 2.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know didn't they make a third one too?
Dude, they can't have. There's too
They were
many.
bad. They
Here,
were
I'll
bad.
figure out.
They have to be.
There was
Always.
Transmorphers.
Transmorphers, dude. That
I hate-
movie was.
We gotta.
gonna-
I wanna
I'm
watch
looking it
it.
up. I got another
Um,
review. Watch it be great, dude.
How do you guys feel about War of the Worlds? Have you seen
I like
the
War
first
of
one?
The Tom Cruise one?
Well, which one? We
Or
talking
the
about? Like,
original.
the old one or the Tom Cruise one?
The Tom Cruise.
I liked it. It's alright.
I've watched it.
Oh
That was the
my
most.
God. It's a film. Transmorphers is a film series.
what?
It ain't just one.
So there's a War of the Worlds.
Budget 300,000. We
Oh
Yeah,
no!
there's only 2 War of the Worlds. But
to watch this movie.
I remember watching the remake, and it honestly was fine. It was a fine movie, but I woke up halfway through it, so I don't know if it got like boring.
This
so.
is amazing looking. Stop shooting the gun. The one that's gonna.
Yeah,
Hold
this
on.
is
I'm
so
just okay.
distracting. I can't stop it.
Transmorphers is a science fiction alien invasion film released direct to DVD on June 26, 2007, the same year the Transformers movie came out. Bro, they did this shit on purpose. They
That
were
had
like,
to
Wait,
dude,
wait. It came out in 2013.
27.
Oh,
Or
20
2007.
27.
2007.
It came out in 2788.
27.
Let's see if there's anything actually about it. Yeah, okay, so it was developed as a mockbuster, which is
Yeah, so it's
you're supposed to see it at the Walmart bin and be like, oh, it's the Transformers movie my kid likes. Let me buy it, like the Walmart DVD bin.
X Game 360.
Meanwhile-
Yeah, like that shit.
meanwhile X Game 3.
The film was
You never seen
followed
the
by
X
a
Game?
was followed by a 2009 prequel titled Transmorphers Fall of Man.
Okay. Alright.
And that's it. That's the last one.
That-
Unfortunately.
What's the
Unfortunately.
reviews on it?
Oh, let me go back to the first one and find them out.
Gotta be really good.
David Cornelius of eFilmCritic.com stated that even the most dedicated bad movie fans will have difficulty slogging
Oh
through
my
this
God.
one.
We have to watch that then.
Felix Vasquez Jr. from Cinema Crazed gave a positive review and said it looks damn good for a cheap ripoff and is rather entertaining to sit through.
Okay, so we're hearing.
So we have to watch Transmorphers.
Two conflicting things here.
That's true. Dude.
We gotta look up Velocipaster.
Yeah, do that while me and Nolan talk about
The
War of
studio
the
that
Worlds.
brought you Transmorphers, Hornet. Dude, it's a Bumblebee ripoff. And it's like a Bumblebee movie? Oh,
Hornet.
this is next. This is next on the list.
Yeah, we need to set up a big list of these movies to watch.
Velocipaster.
But I remember.
Velocipaster
Oh
is
my
an action
God,
comedy
if I could
movie.
finish my
I'm
fucking-
sorry.
if I
I'm
could
sorry.
finish my
I'm sorry.
fucking story.
Ooh.
No,
Alright.
forget it. Move on.
No,
man,
We're
move on.
moving on.
Move on.
Okay,
So we're past
okay.
War of the
Alright.
Worlds now.
I'm sorry. I forgot we were
It had
talking
made sense a
about
long time ago.
that. I forgot
but
we were
now
talking
it's been so
about
long.
that. I was kind of freaking out. Velocipaster is a 2017 action comedy movie. It's got 50.
Really?
It's got 50. Yeah, 5.
Well, it's immediately better than Battlefield Earth.
We're not supposed to just.
What?
What the?
It's him turning, man. He's turning into the Velocipaster.
Oh, what?
Oh, he turned.
the hell?
Yeah, he turned.
Oh, look at his. Oh, look at his shoulder. Look at his shoulder.
Yeah, all right, we're
You
done.
can see the scale. Yeah, we're moving
We're
on.
done. Okay.
Okay, so I know what it's about. He's turning into a
Yeah.
Velociraptor.
So, anything else? Do we have anything else to say on Battlefield Earth or anything else? Or?
I feel like everyone needs to see this movie.
Right.
Everyone needs to see it because
At
it's so
least
stupid.
once, yeah. Mhm.
At least once, so you can say you've seen it.
So you can understand, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, we haven't watched The Room by Tommy Wiseau just yet.
Oh.
We haven't seen The Room.
Yeah,
We haven't
it's
seen
not.
The Room just yet.
But
Or Transmorphers, for that matter.
facts. If Transmorphers is too bad to sit through, even for people like
Yeah,
us that enjoy shitty movies.
That budget, it was Transmorphers only had a budget of $300,000 though.
Oh my god!
So he
if they
can't be-
managed to make a semi-entertaining movie with $300,000, that's a talent nobody else has
Yeah,
discovered.
exactly.
Think about it. Think about this. The Declaration of Independence scene
I can't. Get,
costed
that had to have costed
at least $1 million.
because you have to make that set, and then you
Yeah.
have to like put shit in it.
I could have made the whole Transmorphers series
Multiple
with
times.
the one declaration. I could make the tongue
Whoa,
scene.
you're
I
forgetting.
could make a new sequel for Transmorphers just
Yeah,
with the tongue
that
scene.
you could for the budget for that. Or the budget for when
Just, like,
the
the
planes
fact-
are dropping bombs on the dome. You could take that entire like CG where like the glass
Like,
is shattering. You could take all that money
That
and make a
CGI,
better
Xander,
movie.
you kind of walked away for this.
Oh, God.
You didn't get to see the CGI that broke the dude's chain
Oh
with the
no!
rocks. Me and Nolan saw that.
You wanna-
It was so. I can't explain it.
Okay, so what happened? Okay, okay, so they had like shackled.
Yeah.
They were shackled together, so they were walking in a line. And for some reason, it cut to a smokestack, and
I did miss this.
random a
Some
ship fucking
Just-
hits it.
like no explanation. He just overshot the turn and hit it and knocked it down.
And it like
And-
just came down in like Minecraft gravel. Like
Yeah, it was like the rocks weren't even like textured rocks. They looked like multiple pixels, but it somehow took them 4 frames of different skyboxes to show that the rock was falling. I don't.
it was
get
like it was blocky. Like
it was falling forever, but like it was not that high up.
That's
so bad.
But then
it was a bad movie.
I don't get it. It's just so it's bothering me so much. I didn't think. And then you have a scene where they're like the dome scene at the very end, where there's a lot of shit happening at once, and the CGI is bearable, like it's fine. But then you have that one scene where that's literally the only thing that's happening in the whole scene, and somehow they messed it up that bad.
Yeah. Did we talk about the thing they were being fed in the
Oh,
prison? The
yeah.
slop,
Oh,
dude.
it
I
looked
don't
like-
explain like it.
Don't say
Just
it.
take kale and just grind it into liquid,
Yeah,
and
it-
then that's it. Like
Well, there was that scene, and then when
Had some
Johnny,
milk in it.
when he
yeah,
escaped,
milky kale.
John Travolta was like, "Oh, we should find out what he likes to eat," and Johnny ate a rat, uncooked, and John Travolta was like, "Oh,
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Well,
Like,
he
they were
freaked
freaking
out. He freaked out about the rat, but he was also like, "How uncivilized eating a rat that's uncooked." And it's like you've been feeding him like ground up schlop for the
You've
past
just been feeding
month.
him liquid grease.
Like, yeah,
what?
it's not really
But I hate how quickly he came to terms with the fact that they eat.
rats.
Rat?
It would
He
get
was like-
the huh?
As soon as he picked up the rat, he was like, "That's it. That's it." Like,
Well, and then when Johnny was in the chair getting all the information, John Travolta was trying to be nice to him or something, but he went up to him and he's like, "Eat the rat, eat it, eat
But-
the rat."
Eat
And
your
he was
lunch.
yeah, and he
in
was
that scene,
shoving it in.
He was
his
trying to get him
face.
to talk, but he was
Oh,
choking
that's-
him harder, so he can't talk. So, what do you want him to do?
Yeah,
and then
well-
you shove a rat in his mouth.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, he kept trying to get him to respond about or to speak the cyclo language, and then Johnny, like Nick said, he was choking him, and Johnny can't speak, and he's like, "You want your rat?" And then he shoved the rat in his mouth.
So, there's just so many things that make you like think too much about it.
Yeah,
Like you're
and
thinking
their
about it too much.
drinks, like I mean, their drink is just like green,
They just
It's
drink.
just green, but it's obviously
Lime.
alcohol.
but but it's
green.
also like in a beaker or
I
a
love the
bong
fact-
for
It was a
some
bong.
reason. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just-
it was literally in like a beaker. But like, I love how in one scene towards the very end, where Forrest Whitaker was like, after he had found out that like after he had got the like recording of
yeah,
the
some
dude talking about the
nonsense.
gold or something. I love how they still use straws.
Yeah,
They're a like
yeah,
they're an intergalactic like banking clan, but they still haven't figured out a solution to plastic straws.
You think they would just like put a syringe in the
You
drink
think they would
and then
just
just
build
like
it in-
stick it in their
You
arm?
think they
and
would
then
just build it into the cup?
that too? Yeah, you could just I don't know.
There used to be cups like that, like
Yeah.
plastic cups.
Also,
that
how
had
did he-
straw built in, and they were
I don't
like
know.
shit
Oh my
because
God.
How did he take the dish out of the bar back to his job? Because like
it doesn't matter. Like they own.
I
the
guess-
place, Andrew. Like
that's true. I guess they it's whatever. But
they own the place. Like the bar isn't. What
guys, we just talked about Battlefield Earth for 47.
we just talked
minutes.
about a shitty movie for
47
minutes
minutes.
exactly. I can't believe it. But hey, man.
God.
Hey,
Is what it is.
we have anything
It
else to
is
say?
what
Any
it
other
is.
any other important ones? Or I
Um,
guess we want to move on.
Like I said before, you gotta see this movie because it's so bad it's hilarious.
That's yeah.
It's not
that's
shitty to
facts.
the point where you can't watch
Don't
it.
watch it by yourself.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely
Watch it with
not.
fucking friends.
You're
Or
gonna hate it.
You're gonna hate it.
Unless you like Scientology, and then you'll probably
Yeah.
like this
Yeah, if
movie.
you're a Scientology fan, man,
Read
you're
up
gonna
about
love
your
it.
history, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your culture.
This-
Read the book.
Yeah,
Actually,
this is-
if you like Scientology, read the
This is your
book.
culture.
Don't.
Yeah, the
Don't
book
watch
sounds a lot. Isn't the book like high rated? Like,
Yeah,
don't people like
people
the book?
like the book. Yeah,
And-
like normal human beings like the book.
I
So
mean, it's a fine book.
yeah.
It's like whatever.
All right. Well, anybody want to do an outro, or do we just want to?
Nah, I think this is good.
Bye bye.
I bought.